Today we are doing Uddhava Gita, chapter 6, verse 3, the last message of Sri Krishna. In this, he says, "Know knowledge and ignorance to be my powers. O Uddhava, which are respectively the cause of liberation and bondage of beings. They are primordial and created by my Maya." Every time when we think that God is the doer, we think like this, isn't it? God has done this to me. He has put me down. He has destroyed my life. He has killed my boyfriend or my husband or my wife or something like that. Why is He giving me so many diseases? Why is He making me suffer? Why is He giving me this kind of a poverty? All these questions and many more, we always attribute them to God. In this verse, he says, Krishna is saying, it is not my creation, it is Maya's creation. Created by my Maya. Now, when a person says created by me, means what? That I have created this object, right? Maya is nothing but a potency. Did you understand? Maya is nothing but a potency, which means a power. For the creation, sustenance, and the destruction of this universe, you need power. Now, power exists in this universe consistently, continuously, isn't it? Something that has to happen happens because of the power. Power is running in a, say, let us say, a copper wire. It is just running. It's when you have a bulb over there in the middle that it will glow. So then the electricity that runs, the power that runs, only lights up the bulb. Otherwise, it is running. If you put a plug in between and say, put up an appliance over there, let us say you're charging your phone, the electric power is running. When you connect it with your connector, it starts charging. There is power inside your phone now. If you switch off the phone, what happens? Nothing happens. The power is there only somewhere. Yeah, because of some issues, the power may just go away for some time. We don't know that. But otherwise, the power is there. Power is literally like this Maya. God created this Maya. It is called the universal power. It is called the elusive power. Elusive means you can't catch it. Can you catch electricity? Try touching it, you will die. I'm not asking you to do that, okay? So don't do that. But it is running through the power lines. Nothing is happening over there. It is just running. Likewise, this universe is running because of the power lines that is inside our system, inside this universe, inside every object that is there. You may say a stone doesn't have power. I'm sorry, the stone also has some power in it. You know how the power is? Just think about it. The stone that you see lying on the ground is a diamond. How much power does it have? Tremendous amount of power. So did you understand? It is the power is something which cannot be understood. So God created this Maya. Actually, He has put it subtly. It's there. Now this Maya, when it is utilized, remember the bulb coming on is utilization of the power, isn't it? The bulb coming on is called utilization of the power. Is it good or bad? You may say it is good because the light comes on. Is it bad for somebody? Of course, the owl will say, why did you put on the bulb? Okay. And some people, some of the creatures, they go around the bulb and they die also. So how does this work? Now this has a certain issue. Remember this. The power has certain issues. It can be construed for good purpose. It can be construed for bad purposes also. And that is what we are studying just now. When is the power bad? The power is bad when it is misused. Misused. When is the power good? When it is used correctly, isn't it? So this is the words which you have to understand. So he says, know knowledge and ignorance to be my powers. The knowledge and ignorance are called powers. What does knowledge do? Knowledge creates beautiful things in this world. But the same knowledge can be misused. Think about it. There is a knowledge in this universe to create, say, a bomb. Fusion or whatever you call it. Somebody knows how to make this. Say, they know how to create, uranium 238 or something like that. I don't know. I'm not that good in that. You can use it for creation of nuclear power, isn't it? It can light up your homes. But the same powers, the same nuclear, whatever that is there, uranium and all that, can be used for creating a bomb. So the same thing, knowledge can be used or can be misused. When it is misused, it is called ignorance, material worldly ignorance. Why is it ignorance? Religion by itself tells us about a lot of things. The religion says that you have to destroy the people, those who do not follow your religion. Is that called knowledge or ignorance? So what is it? See, this a couple of months ago, we visited a village, a town rather, it's a town now, called Shri. Now, Shri is such a famous place that it has a very beautiful Ranganatha Swami. Ranganatha Swami is one of the avatars of Sri Krishna himself. Alright? Now, this Ranganatha Swami, plus there are lots of other statues. A few hundred years ago, a ruler came. He knew that this temple had lot of gold and jewelry and gems and so on and so forth. He came and he looted and destroyed the temple. The person, the main priest over there, Dikshita, he took the image and ran away. Do you know how many people were killed? 12,000 people were killed. Why were 12,000 people killed? and the gold and jewelry and everything from the temple was looted. Why did it happen? When you visited the temple, did you know this thing? No. And that is called religion. Religion tells us all the wrong things. So would you call it ignorance or would you call it knowledge? This is nothing but ignorance. Somebody belonging to some other religion needs to be destroyed. Why? Because my God is supposed to survive. That is not correct. This is the wrong way of looking at it. Now, what happened during that raid was something very unique. The ruler, the person who was destroying and who killed these 12,000 people, he had a daughter. The daughter fell in love with the Krishna over there. And today, if you go to that temple, you will find her image also over there. This is something really unique. She could find harmony in it, whereas her father could not find harmony in it. He wanted to destroy. He killed 12,000 people. And the daughter fell in love with the God inside. Think how beautiful that is. So here we have on one side something which is called knowledge and something which is called ignorance. How can you say these two things? They are nothing but powers. Remember this. Now, this verse has a very beautiful in between. It says it's the cause of liberation and bondage. So knowledge is the cause of liberation and ignorance is the cause of bondage. Now we will come to the esoteric subject of spirituality. So far we were tackling religion. Now, in spiritual, that means the subject of the spirit. What is knowledge and what is ignorance? Whatever you learn in the material world, subjects, different kinds of subjects, including religion, is for the material world, it is called knowledge, but for the spiritual world, it is called ignorance. Remember when we started, I was telling you that there is no transmigration. Krishna has said this. There is no transmigration for the spirit. It is the bodies which keep on coming again over and over and over again. So different bodies a person takes. Right? So different physical bodies he takes. This is called gross bodies. So what are we discussing over here? Two subjects. One is called knowledge and one is called ignorance. So in the spiritual world, the knowledge is the knowledge of the spirit. Now where is the spirit? Where is God? God is everywhere. God is everywhere. This is a byline everybody knows. So is he there in the person who killed 12,000 people? Of course he is there in him also. And the 12,000 people who got killed, he is there in that also. But the verse that we have done before says that the spirit is not killed, God is not killed. Isn't that what is mentioned? So when it is mentioned that God is not killed or spirit is not killed, this sentence which says about the knowledge is very much true. The one which gets killed and murdered or destroyed is called the body. So this is the truth. And this is called knowledge. Everything else All the material worldly knowledge that is there, including the bookish knowledge that everybody has gathered from our schools, colleges, and whatever institutions that you have learned, is called ignorance. Why is it called ignorance? Because it takes us away from the truth. The truth is, the spirit is the truth. I am not the body. I am the spirit, the eternal spirit. I just take up bodies. I just take up bodies. That is the truth. God is everywhere. He cannot be killed, he cannot be destroyed, nothing can be done to him because he is the spirit soul. Paramatma. Paramatma cannot be destroyed. And that is the reason why this is the subject where he says that there is a difference between knowledge and ignorance. Knowledge means I am the spirit, I am not the body. Ignorance means I am the body. So go back to the first sentence of what I said. The one who tells you God is the doer. He destroyed my life. He killed my mother, father. He is destroyed my marriage. He doesn't give me money. He doesn't give me job. What are these? This is ignorance. Knowledge is I am the spirit. Nothing can destroy me. Isn't that what Krishna told Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita also? Okay? So this is the truth. So now all these things are creation of illusory faculty called Maya. She creates this kind of illusion. You are the body, you are the body, you are the body. And we believe we are the body. Okay? So we will stop this verse 3 over here. And then I'll move on to verse 4. Okay? So we are doing chapter 6 from the Uddhava Gita, the last message of Sri Krishna. And now we are moving on to verse 4. O talented one, for the self-same Jiva, who is my part, there is bondage without beginning owing to ignorance and liberation through knowledge. He's saying the talented one. Who is the talented one? Uddhava is the talented one. Of the self-same Jiva. Self-same Jiva. Who is my part? There is beginning, there is bondage without beginning, owing to ignorance, and liberation through knowledge. Now, what is Krishna saying to Uddhava over here? The Jiva who is there in you, the spirit that is there in you, is me. I am the spirit. Who is my part? See, he says, he is my part. The spirit that is there in you, Uddhava, is my part. I am a part of your being. Is he a part of everybody's being? Of course. You are that Uddhava. Krishna is a part of everybody's being. And that is the Jiva within us. Some call it soul. Wrong nomenclature. Nomenclature means the name which they give is wrong. We are not soul. Spirit soul. Sometimes they say that. Very good. Sometimes they say you are the spirit. Very good. That is also acceptable. Sometimes they say it is only a body. No, that is wrong. The answer is we are Jivatma. Jiva is one, Atma is another. Alright? Spirit soul. Everybody has spirit soul in their body. Body is this. Physically what I am touching is called a body. It is our physical body, gross body. So he says self-same Jiva, the same Jiva, the same Jiva. There is no differentiation. Is there in everybody. So God lives in everybody as a spirit. Got it? There is bondage without beginning owing to ignorance. Suppose I cover you up with a chadar, with a bed sheet. You see, you cover yourself up with a bed sheet and children think you are a ghost, isn't it? So, who is there below that? Nobody knows. Okay? Just imagine you are walking on the street wearing a mask and clothes. Who is it? No identification. Nobody can identify who is there in that. And that covering is called ignorance. Got it? The jiva is covered by ignorance. What is this layer of ignorance? First is your name. My name is so and so. Jiva doesn't have name. You say you have a name, right? Second one is I have a body. I am fair, I am dark, I am good looking, I am bad looking, I am this, I am that. How many attributes you have? Right? So many attributes. All these are called coverings. Coverings means they tell you you are so and so. This is called ignorance. When something is covered, do you know what is below that? You cannot understand. Something is put in a wrapper and maybe wrapped 100 times. How do you know? Do you know when the mailman comes, what is there inside the letter? You do not know till you open the letter. Right? It's the same thing. Sometimes some people have double ticks and some people have blue ticks. Okay, when you have double grey ticks, the person has not read my message. But that fellow is a sneaky person. Please understand that. That person has not read your message. No, that person has read your message, but doesn't want you to think that that the person has read the message. Got it? These are sneaky people in the world who do not put the double ticks, the blue ticks. Okay, they don't want to tell the world that I have read the message. And then there are certain people who will try to do it in an incognito mode. They don't want to be seen amongst all the general idiots. Those who join the satsang are called idiots, okay? And they reveal themselves. But there are other people who go in the incognito mode. They don't want to be seen. That is called covering. Okay? So, I'm just joking, okay? I'm just joking. Alright, you have to understand it's a very hard subject to understand. When you put a covering on something, you do not know what is inside that. It's the same thing. How many people are joining in incognito mode? Do you think I know? I don't know. Somebody is joining from YouTube. Do I know? I don't know. Well, coming back to the subject, he says, there is bondage without beginning owing to ignorance. A person is born, a child is born, and this child starts believing my name is so much or so and so. My name is Anthony Gonsalves. Okay, that was a song, by the way. Okay, so my name is Anthony Gonsalves. So I'm just joking over here. The person starts believing he is that. I am so and so. So on day one, when the priest or whoever is there says no, okay, his name is so and so, it starts believing that that is his name. Just imagine I am going to some outer space and I'm looking at one planet. I hereby christen you as planet what? Okay, some XYZ name. My girlfriend's name, okay? I say this is your name. But the people on the planet will say, are you an idiot? That is not the name. The name of this planet is something else only. See, how many languages are there in this world? Too many. Okay. Now, in one language, one word goes by a particular connotation. In another language, the same word goes by some other. And there are some non-existent words also in this world. Say, मेरे को मालूम है. Somebody who understands Hindi will say, what is this मेरे को? मेरे को, there is no word like that. And the local Mumbai people will say, apun ko. What is this apun ko? You understood what I'm saying? There was a sweet chapati that was given. Okay, now I'm calling it sweet chapati in English. I don't know what else to call it. Pancake, flat pancake. A sweet flat pancake was given to me. And I said, this is called obattu. The person says, no, it is not obattu. It is puran poli. No. I said it is not obattu. It's not puran poli, it is obattu. Why? Because you see, the day I came to Karnataka, I ate a similar thing. And they called it obattu. Okay. And in Mumbai, when I used to eat puran poli, see, my family used to make puran poli. It was made with chana dal and with jaggery. Okay, sometimes sugar also. It was very sweet. And this was made of coconut and jaggery. There we don't make of coconut and jaggery, so we call it puran poli. Here people make of say coconut and jaggery, so they call it some obattu or something like that. But it is the same. Some ingredients are different. So whether you call it obattu or whether you call it say puran poli, does it really make a difference? End of the day, you just eat it and it goes in the drain. It's so simple as that. Okay? But the argument went on, no, it is called Puran Poli. And I insisted that it is called Obattu. So who is right in this? You understand who is right? Ignorance is right. Both are ignorant. Because it is neither this nor that, we just call it by some name. So somebody has named you something in life. You know, in India we have this habit of naming. When a person gets married, he will change the name of his wife only. In some of the places it's allowed, okay? So, say my mother's name was Tilottama. It's a very funny name, okay? So my father, not my father, when they got married, my mother and my father got married. So the person who was getting them married said, this is a very funny name. I think you should change it. So he said, Asha is very good. So she became Asha after marriage. So the name is like that. So is she Asha or is she Tilottama? She is neither, by the way. Okay, neither. But somebody has given a name and the name becomes permanent. And this permanency that we think we are is called the ignorance. It starts in the beginning. Somebody says, this person is so good, And I always challenge that person. Okay? You think this person is good? Give it a few days, few hours, few moments, and the person will become bad very soon. And somebody will say that this person is very bad. I say, give it a few hours, that person will turn good. So, who is good or who is bad? Do you understand? This is all called ignorance. There is nothing permanent in that. And this is the ignorance we get tainted by. We start making judgments on people. So, are you Obattu or are you Puran Poli? Nobody knows. See? So, that is the reason why he says, Krishna says, there is bondage without beginning owing to ignorance. As a kid, we started believing I have a body, my name is so and so, I am the son of so and so, daughter of so and so. And by the way, tomorrow when we are going to do this, we will learn that there is neither father, nor mother, nor brother, nor sister, nor anybody who is ours. This is the verse you will do tomorrow. Today I will maybe, do a small verse again. So did you understand this? The bondage is created because of this kind of a thinking. My name is so and so, I am here, I am born over here, I did this, I did that, I got PhD, I got, different degrees. You really start believing in that. None of it is true. And liberation through knowledge. You have knowledge, you are liberated. I will give you an example over here. Let us say there are brothers and sisters. There is a brother and there is a sister. Now the sister is married and gone away. And the brother is there. Now the brother doesn't live with his parents. He stays far away. He is having his own wife and children, and he's got his own rents to pay, and he stays in another country. The sister who is staying close by every month diligently sends some money to father and mother. Now, according to the sister, that fellow who is abroad is an idiot. He cannot take care of the parents. The parents say, my daughter is the best because she takes care of me. My son is useless because he doesn't even care calling us or talking to me. Now see this. According to the material world, according to the entire material world, who is right? The daughter is right, and the parent saying that the daughter is good is right. Who is in the wrong? The son, who is such a person, he doesn't even care, he doesn't send money, he doesn't even call up his parents, is right. Come to this verse. The verse says, all this is Maya. Who is right? The one who thinks I am the daughter is attributing it to body. I am a body, I am a daughter, that is my father, that is my mother. This is wrong. This is called ignorance. Giving money to my parents. I am giving money to my parents is wrong. That is, the material world, when you are giving money, it is good or bad, isn't it? We make this distinction of the right stuff and the wrong stuff. As per this verse, it is called ignorance. Do you know the ultimate answer to this? It is your nature which makes you give that money. Physical bodies and your nature. It makes you give that money. It's your nature which says that my brother is bad. It is the parents' nature which makes them say my daughter is good. In spiritual, none of this is right. Because Who is taking care of whom? It is the Maya which is making this girl pay the money to her parents. It is the Maya which is making the parents say that my daughter is very good. It's the Maya which makes the parents say my son doesn't care for me. It is the Maya which says that the son says that I don't have time for my parents. Everything is illusion. Nobody in this world is doing anything. It is their nature which makes them do that. This is a very, very high-end knowledge. Please understand, this is a highest spiritual knowledge which you can get. It is the nature of the person which makes that person do those things. But the divinity inside, which is called the Jivatma, doesn't do anything. When you know this thing, when you understand this highest knowledge, that the Jivatma is not involved in any transaction. The bodies are involved in transaction. Do you remember transmigration happens because you think you are the body? So if you think I have given to my parents, and if the parents think my daughter is giving to me, both these people will have transmigration in their life. They will be born again and again and again and again. Don't even acknowledge this. Remember the words which I said? The Jivatma has no name. I started from these words. It is you think you have a name. The Jivatma is the part of Paramatma. Does he not say in this? It is the self same Jiva. I am the God inside of you. My nature will make these things happen. Never take credit for it. So next time, don't even open your mouth and say, my brother doesn't give money. I give money. Never ever say these words. Don't ever say, if you are a parent, that my daughter takes care of me and my son doesn't take care of me. Sorry, it is called nature. The Jivatma doesn't do anything. And this is the ultimate knowledge. If you have this ultimate knowledge, there is no transmigration. And this knowledge, if you retain at the back of your mind also, consistently and constantly, that I am not the doer. My nature, this body makes everything happen. But I am the Jivatma. I am that permanency in this world. And then you will be free. This is a very deeper satsang. I don't know how many of you can actually understand what I speak. But even if you understand one line from it, you would have achieved the objective. Then you would be called liberated person because of the knowledge that you get. So this is a very serious lesson. I will stop over here and I will see you all tomorrow with a story. Okay? And then we are going to know why there is no father and mother. Okay? See you all.